Hey everybody, and welcome to another roundtable episode of the Customer Engagement Lab. We're now calling it Lessons from the Lab. It sounds nice. I like it. But here with me in studios is the creative director at Pyper Inc, Kat Lim.
Hi everybody, I'm Kat Lim.
We've got the marketing operations manager from multiverse.io, Jan Aclan.
Hi, I'm Jan Aclan. I am the marketing operations manager at Multiverse.
Thanks for restating your title, Jan. And then lastly, joining us, who wasn't able to make it last time because he was under the weather, is Todd Clouser, the lead brand marketing manager at Refine Labs. Todd, welcome to the show. Good to have you, buddy.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right. It's so great to have my friends here. Let's jump right into it. Our first segment, Marketing Made Me Buy It. This is a segment where we do a show and tell for each of our guests to share something that marketing made them buy this month or not buy, or at least made them think about buying it, in Jan's case usually. Kat, why don't you start us off with what marketing made you buy this month?
Yeah, sure. So, passion, I just need to share with you, a passion of mine is sitting. I love to sit. If I go anywhere, I have to be sure that there's going to be comfortable seating somewhere, right? Or else I'm going to be there for like 30 minutes tops, all right? So when I was scrolling again through Instagram and I discovered this innovative beach chair, okay? And if you look at the screen right now on Amazon, there's this, it's a two chairs attached, but not just that. In the middle, there's a side pocket and a cooler. There's a cooler in the middle, and it comes with an umbrella.
Okay, this is really cool. I've never seen it. I'm a fan as well.
Right?
I was just looking at beach chairs. Okay, keep going.
So, and then, I was looking at the comments. People were being positive about it. And I found it because as I was scrolling through Instagram, this person who we do have her video up.
I think we do have the video ready.
Yes.
Let's go ahead.
It showed up on my newsfeed.
There we go. Okay.
Random Amazon summer find. Beat the heat with this double folding chair set complete with an adjustable umbrella. The middle armrest is a fully insulated cooler and the top acts as a mini table. The front includes 2 pockets for holding personal items, and each armchair also comes with a cup holder.
Done.
And after you've enjoyed your fun in the sun, it easily collapses into the compact carrying bag.
And it comes with the umbrella?
Yes.
Dude, okay.
Yes.
Do you have to put the umbrella in the ground, or it's just
I think
the
it's
chairs
attached
help-
to the chair.
Okay.
I should research. So when I saw it, I was like, all right, let's go Amazon. And the only reason I haven't purchased it yet is because I just bought some beach chairs literally 2 weeks ago. But with those chairs, it comes with wheels. So I'm like, am I ready to invest in another set of innovative beach chairs? I don't know.
So how did marketing almost make you buy this?
I mean, I guess it's the influencer marketing, right? It just showed up. I guess Instagram knows about my passion, and it got served up to me. And I came this close to just hitting buy, but I was like, look, let me just wait a second.
I think for me, it was seeing them unfold it, fold it, put the ice in. I was getting such a quick 7-second tour of this entire. I was like, it's answering my questions before I even asked them.
Right.
Because I was like, I'll buy it.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely solving the problem of I need to bring all this stuff, but I also don't want to carry it to the beach. Boom, it's all in one.
Okay.
They know me.
Fair
they know
enough.
how lazy I am.
And your wheeled chairs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's switch gears. I'm excited to see what Todd brought in. Todd, what did marketing make you buy this month?
So marketing made me buy way too many of these Chubbies shirts.
I love the shirt, and I'm a big fan of it.
So as a content marketer, I am a sucker for good organic content. And Chubbies has one of the best organic TikTok strategies and content that they put out that I've ever seen that is genuinely good content, whether the brand is in there or not. It makes you it makes you want to hang out with the people. Like it's content in their office. Like I want to work in this office. And
So how did you end up buying a bunch of shirts?
so originally I found them through, like, I spent a lot of time on TikTok, and like all these people that I really enjoy their content, they just all happen to be on like sponsored by Chubbies. And like as someone who's managed an influencer team in the past, like it's not an easy task. So like when I see all these people that I love wearing it, and then I eventually start seeing like the branded account and how their content is so good, I'm like, all right, I respect the marketing. Like, it's totally my vibe. Like, I'm going to spend way too much money on this website.
And to be fair, I think Chubbies does a really good job of translating their like core brand voice and value, both from the in-store experience to the online experience. I went into a Chubbies at Tampa International Mall, and they were blasting music, tossing a beach volleyball around, and handing out free Capri Suns. It was so intense. And their TikToks
I didn't even know there were in-store like
brick and mortar.
experiences. So
and it matched
I guess I have to
perfectly
go now.
from what I've seen on TikTok.
What type of music? What type of music?
Oh man, it was like something frat guys would put on a Bluetooth speaker way too loud.
It's like the 2020 version of like Abercrombie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched the documentary on Abercrombie.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel good.
They do influencer marketing, so it's okay.
So the influencers that you happen to see, that was like brought to you by Chubbies, or they were just sponsoring Chubbies, you're like,
No, I just what ended up happening was, like, because it's very recognizable, like you start to see it, and then you just start to notice like the hashtags like chubby shorts in the person's description. So
Gotcha.
like, yeah.
So did you give the marketer attribution by going straight from a TikTok and then just clicking the link so that they could get that direct TikTok
I did
to
not.
purchase?
I did not. No. And if they're doing marketing properly, they'll be able to figure that out with self-reported attribution, which they did. And I put TikTok and the influencer's name that sent me
Okay.
there.
Good for
So-
you. Good for you. Whenever I find something on Instagram or TikTok, I'm like, I'm going to give that marketer attribution. I'm going to buy it from that Instagram ad and be like, good job, guys.
Well, to be fair, most of the people that I follow that I've noticed, like TikTok, you can't put a link directly in a post. You can use like a link tree on your on like your actual channel, but I don't even know if that's the case with them.
Yeah, the only thing you can do is like if it's an actual TikTok ad, you can click the ad and it takes
These were basically where I'm seing all this is organic. It's like influencer based stuff.
I'm proud of you for giving the attribution and the self-reported. though.
Of course.
All right, Jan, you're last. Did you buy more pants this month? Or
not buy pants.
Or not buy pants. What did marketing make you buy, Jan?
I don't know if I bought more pants this month. The month just started.
Yeah.
In this edition of Marketing Made Me Buy, actually, I need to back up. So I think a couple months ago, I bought like 7 candles from a brand called Goose Creek Candles.
How many?
7.
That's a
There was a ridiculous buy 4, get 3 free
But you
sale.
live in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, but it
Smells really good.
You don't light every single candle at once. Like it's about like a diversity of smells, right?
save on electricity.
Smart. Okay, fair enough. Keep going.
And I live in an apartment, so like cooking kind of gets everywhere. So like a long time ago, I think a couple months ago, I bought like 7 candles. And like whenever there's like a brand or like a product, I'm like, all right, I know I'm probably gonna buy this eventually. Like I almost always like leave my email address on the website, so they'll like let me know when they have a sale. Goose Creek in particular, never buy anything from them like at full price because they always have a sale going on. Like they have like a semi-annual sale, which means, twice a year. It's like, all right, that sounds odd. And then like right after there's like a Memorial Day sale, then there's clearance, then there's summer sales. It's just like, all right, there's always something on sale. And then like at some point I stopped receiving these emails telling me like, hey, we have shit on sale. But I never really think about it because, I'm not keeping track of like, hey, did I get my daily ad in my email yet?
You're not?
Goose Creek forgot about me today.
So, like it was like, months. I still have these 7 candles. They last a while. They're 3-wick candles, and with 7, it takes a while to get through them. And I didn't really think about it until like one day on the screen, I got a text from someone named Ashley, and it's like, "Hey, can you check your email spam folder? We sent you a bunch of emails."
Okay.
But they went to spam. So can you like not mark it as not spam? And that'll be great. So I did.
Wow.
And now I'm getting their emails again. And like you can see like the next image is like, yeah, surprise, surprise, we have shit on sale.
Dude, that is
And it's
brilliant.
like $9 for like a 3-wick candle. So as a marketing operations manager, I have an estranged relationship with email deliverability. So call me, beat me if you need to reach me. So Ashley beat me, and here we are. Multi-channel approach, I guess.
That's beautiful, and it probably isn't that hard to just gather all your customer cell phone numbers if you wanted to, specifically ones that have purchased in the past and you're noticing they're not opening, and to create that list and then just mass text them with that thing. And then you actually were like, okay.
It's like, yeah, this weirdo bought 7 candles and was opening the emails every day and then suddenly stopped. And it's like, all right, what's up? And like they have my number because I wanted to like text updates on delivery because I live in like an apartment complex and shit gets lost all the time.
Yep.
Specifically Uber Eats, but that's a different thing. So I ended up buying more for, I think, the semi-annual sale, not to be confused with the Memorial Day sale that's the next weekend, and the summer sale that's the next week. Okay. So I brought candles if you want to smell.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Yes, product
100%. Are you sponsored?
No.
No, it's not brought
This
to you by
one
Eat
is
Street.
blueberry limeade.
influencer.
What is it? I have to know the name of a scent before smelling it. I have to.
And this one's ridiculous. This is sugared donut.
Yeah. I can smell.
I love the fact that
notes.
we're smelling candles on
Yeah,
this podcast.
this is what
right
a podcast needs, a smelling
A little
experience.
ASMR, like
now. We need like one lit right here.
Yeah, so it smells violently sugary.
Okay, wait. What is the flavor?
Sugared donut.
Sugared donut.
And
It
if
smells like vanilla, but it's
oh,
good.
hats off to Ashley. She made you buy this.
You need to
Via text
send me
message.
the link to this podcast when it comes out in response to that text message.
Did you text her back?
no, you can.
Wow, so you left Ashley on red.
No, she sees that I opened the emails. So
Yeah.
whatever email delivery service they're using.
You can cross-reference
I
all
have
the
that
people that
pixel.
got sent the text and are now opening the emails again and be like, this is the percentage of success we saw.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you think they only sent it to people who have purchased before?
That's what I would do. Or like
Yeah.
texting people's weird.
Yeah.
It's a big
Ballsy.
ask.
So
Kind of a ballsy move.
yeah. Marketing made me buy. Specifically, email deliverability issues made me buy. Because I was running out of candles and I wanted, again, more
It's a
diversity.
good price too. Only $8.99.
For a 3-week? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just bought some for $40. I feel like
Yeah,
a
I told you,
chump
you
now.
made a mistake.
See, what I did was I went through Reddit, like you told me to last time, and here we are. Well, this was our
You're not even
segment
fundraising for
of Marketing Made Me Buy It. Thank you so much for listening to it. We'll take a quick break. We come back. We'll get into Lessons from the Lab, where we take a look at Duolingo this week, and our lovely panelists talk to us about their trials using Duolingo. By the time this episode airs, it'll be time for students to return back to school, teachers, administrators. It'll be fall, which is why the product that we've chosen to trial for this episode of Lessons from the Lab is Duolingo. Duolingo is the world's most popular way to learn a language, according to their LinkedIn profile. Their mission is to develop the best education in the world and make it universally available. So let's start things off by taking a look at Duolingo's advertising and branding efforts that recently came out in January of 2021. Not that recently, I guess, actually a year ago. And this is the ad.
When language learning gets hard,
Make it fun.
when your head is exploding, your confidence eroding, when life becomes a strain on your body and your brain, there's a trick to keep on learning.
Make it fun.
When you make a small mistake and you really need a break, no secret or liquor will get you there quicker. Language learning is hard, so we made it
Duolingo.
So that's the ad. Todd, I'll kick it to you. What do you think of it, and do you have thoughts on any of their other content that you've come across?
Yeah, so right off the bat, so I actually watched this ad prior to downloading the app. So I had no idea of like what make it fun meant. So my first impression is if I got served this ad within the first 5 seconds, like there's nothing there that is going to make me watch the rest of this ad.
Fair enough.
Like I would 100% skip this ad every single time a YouTube video came up.
The only thing that would keep me intrigued was I was pretty certain I heard Bo Burnham's voice singing that song, and I was like, I need to find out if this is Bo Burnham. I will keep watching the rest of this ad.
Is it?
Were you able to confirm
Did you
that by the end of the ad?
Yeah, they don't put credits.
That was my main takeaway from the ad. Like even watching the whole thing, like what does make it fun mean? Like I don't really know, like especially not watching this prior to downloading the app, like that's a very generic thing, I think. So like I didn't think it was great. Now I think they're like, again, like I spend a lot of time on TikTok. Like I think their TikTok content is like brilliant. The way that they come at that, it's very like authentic. It's fun. Like from a brand affinity standpoint, like if I see that ad, it's like, okay, whatever. It's kind of like any other ad I might see. When I go to their TikTok, like their TikTok makes me like, if I'm downloading a language learning app and I have Duolingo and I have Babbel, the fact that I follow Duolingo on TikTok, like I'm going to choose Duolingo every time.
Fair. That's a good point and a good call out. And I don't know if this ad, because it's from 2021, I know that their TikTok really started to pick up steam probably after this, if I had to guess. And so it's possible that there's like a misalignment here. So it's probably my fault.
You should be ashamed.
I think they also went public in like late 2021.
I believe you are correct, yeah. But no, that's a fair assessment. And I do think the brand affinity is there if you're on those social networks. The only thing I would call out maybe is that I felt like this was more geared towards kids.
Yes.
So that brings it to you, Kat.
So watching the ad 100%. And actually, are we going to also talk about using the app too?
We will definitely get to that. You can also talk about it now if you want.
Let me just talk about the ad then. So yeah, 100%. The first couple viewings of it, it almost kind of just, my eyes kind of glazed over because I feel like I'm watching Cartoon Network. And growing up, I watch Cartoon Network all the time.
Same.
But what's that Teen Titans Go show?
I mean, that's what it's called.
Jan, there were two different Teen Titans.
There's the original Teen Titans. It ran
Yes.
for 4 seasons, and then there's Teen Titans Go.
Okay. So
It was
what I'm
rebooted for children.
saying, Jan,
Can we get the dates?
thanks, Jan, is that
Walking IMDb.
watching Teen Titans original, I was engrossed, right? But then now, I don't know if it's just because I'm not a child anymore, but the Teen Titans Go, it's like so much color, so much sound that I can't even like process it. So watched it a couple times. I do appreciate that how like they worked in the whimsical aspect of it. It's so colorful. They're really like, you can see they're making fun a visual and audible thing, right? But for me, I definitely felt like this is for kids.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought was it's for kids. So I'll hold off necessarily asking you. I feel like we've talked about the ad enough, my friend who's a walking IMDb. But let's jump into everybody's experience. And Jan, I will start it off with you of like your experience doing the free trial of Duolingo.
So I've used Duolingo for a while now, so I'm not sure if there's a trial because they have a free product. Like you just download the app and you just use it, which I think is a big product differentiator compared to Babbel and then like Rosetta Stone. Both Babbel and Rosetta Stone you're supposed to have a subscription for. So I don't know about like the actual free trial experience because I've had it for a while. I have like too many points in Spanish and some points in Russian. And for me, I've never downloaded Duolingo as an intention of like, I want to learn the language. It was always just, I want to do something different with my brain, like that isn't staring at data that isn't dealing with automation issues.
Or memorizing movies and TV show dates.
Yeah, like working at a SaaS startup and memorizing all the three-letter MQL acronyms, and it's just like, that part of my brain is plastic. I'm already learning a weird-ass language. Like, might as well make it a real one. So, like, there's Russian and there's Spanish.
That's a good call out, though. Duolingo, the interest in using Duolingo is differentiated because it's not scrolling through TikTok. It's not mindless, just consumption. It's interactive and gamified, we might get to that.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, that kind of makes me feel a little icky. Like, so it's for, it looks like it's for kids. It's kind of branded for kids. But, like, I don't think that's properly aligned with what their actual revenue streams are. And what makes it odd is, like, I actually have, like, the screenshots up. Like, I think if you open either one of mine. So, like, if you look at their monetization efforts, like, and how does Duolingo make its money? Again, like, you can download it for free, use it for free, but, like, it feels like it markets to kids. And then within the app, there's a bunch of, like, microtransactions when the game gets frustrating. Like, and when you play the game, there's, like, a lot of frustrating pieces. Like, hey, you had to log in every day and keep your quote-unquote rank like it's, like, some sort of, like, competitive online game. On top of that, like, since it's competing for your attention, competing with TikTok, especially if you're a kid, like, it's sending all those push notifications like, hey, you're going to lose your rank. Hey, do you want to check in on your language? Or if you want to be lazy, you can, like, buy our stuff. And, like, the next picture, like, really spells it out. Like, yeah, you can spend $5, $10, $20 on these quote-unquote in-game, like, microtransactions. And it's like, all right, that feels icky, especially if it's for kids. Like, and gamifying it and then putting, like, the paywall behind it, it's uncomfortable. So, like, I went and, like, looked, since now they're public, I went and looked at, like, how do they make their money. And it turns out, like, they make about, like, 3% of their revenue from microtransactions, but it's their fastest growing revenue stream. So that tells me, like, all right, Jan's use case is completely not their ICP, like Jan who just wants to play a puzzle. Their use case, at least based on their revenue stream, is based on people that are actually intent on learning the language. 80% of their revenue comes from either Duolingo Plus, which was in that first screenshot, or it comes from people like watching the ads that are in there, or it comes from people that are buying certifications saying, hey, I'm actually fluent in English. Like, I'm not trying to get fluent in Spanish or Russian. I don't really have a reason to. I'm just playing the game for the puzzle. But, part of the app experience is, like, it sends you that iconic, like, harassing owl as, like, part of the notifications. Mm-hmm. And to make it less harassing, I could buy something within the app, which, if I'm a kid, that feels, like, very uncomfortably influential. Or if I'm an actual person trying to learn a language, I can buy a course, I can get Duolingo Plus. So.
I think, yeah. So full transparency, my dumbass did sign up for Duolingo Plus because I wanted to see what the difference was for the premiere version of this app and the free version. And I didn't really fully understand what all of the little trinkets and microtransactions were for.
The points and stuff.
I think my understanding was that you could, the whole point for a lot of people is these stacked rankings, and you want to be on the leaderboards and you want to be able to show off and this, like, social proof, and they're trying to tap into, I think, some of the stuff that other apps have done a better job of. I'm thinking of the word scramble one that you wake up with daily.
Wordle.
So this idea that we're all kind of in this together, I think it's really interesting to understand the breakdown of the revenue streams. Thank you for doing that. My operations friend over here. What do you think are some of the lessons and takeaways that maybe other businesses can learn from how Duolingo has structured their revenue streams? Is there a lot of people want to gamify their apps? I know we've talked about it at PandaDoc. I know that it's something that a lot of, SaaS tools want to try to do. It feels like this is really gamified.
Yeah, and it feels like it's for kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
PandaDoc isn't for kids.
No.
Right? Like, so when you gamify something, like, part of, like, how you gamify something is, like, do you reward someone or do you punish them so hard that, like, they want to buy $20 worth of gems, right? or like you make it feel bad when you're not on the leaderboard. I mean, I don't think that's really translatable to using PandaDoc or any other application.
I think maybe the lesson there is don't gamify with a negative like connotation.
Yeah. Also, like if you're a free app, which like PandaDoc and a lot of SaaS tools aren't, if you're a free app, you're competing with other free apps like TikTok for someone's attention, for someone's ad like audience, like. Whereas if you're like Babbel or you're like PandaDoc, you pay for that subscription up front. So like if you're like Babbel or you buy Duolingo Plus, your skin in the game now isn't because you want to stay on the leaderboard. It's because you want to make the most out of your money, unless you buy like a gym membership and you never go. Like it's kind of that feeling. So I'm not quite sure if there's a direct translatable for like a lot of, again, B2B SaaS companies, because a lot of B2B SaaS companies, you got to pay up front.
I didn't pay up front. I did the 7-day. There is a 7-day trial of Duolingo Plus, and then they are very transparent that they will notify you a day before to let you know that they're going to charge your credit card. I just double tapped it through Apple Pay on my phone, and I'm hoping they stay true to their word that they will.
Wow, same.
Because I would normally pay for it, but I would charge PandaDoc. Like I would use it as part of my learning budget to learn words in Russian, because I do have, or Belarusian or Ukrainian or whatever, Portuguese, whatever language I'm speaking to somebody in, or want to try to say a cool word in, but that is not the case. I've run out of budget, so.
So хорошо.
Привет. That's all I know. All right. Do we feel like you got your lessons learned here?
I think it's not so much a lesson, but rather just like the breakdown of the revenue stream, right? And like when you're designing an app, what part of the revenue stream do you want to monetize, or like do you want to drive towards? It feels like a lot with these ads and the gamification. They really want to scale the microtransactions, which is really successful for a lot of free mobile games. And is that what Duolingo wants to be? Maybe. I'm not Duolingo.
I see where you're coming from, because as I'm using it, what appeals to me is that I can do this for 5 minutes and then I get my little language lesson and then I'm done for the day. But I'm not going to stick around and like try to like rack up points so that I can unlock all these other features. I'm just not. I'm a busy working woman.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay, let's switch gears just a little bit. Kat, did you have any takeaways on the creative design or the direction of the Duolingo app, website, branding?
Yeah, definitely. The illustrations stuck out to me because kind of relating to how maybe this is for kids, maybe it's not, but there's a kawaii-ness going on, right? Are you guys...
Blank stares.
Kawaii. Have you heard of the phrase kawaii?
No.
It's Japanese for cute. And design and a lot of tech platforms, you've seen it before, how things look cute. Things are really rounded. Things
Duolingo's
are approachable.
adorable.
Right. And they're really leaning into that. So it's really colorful. All the illustrations, if we can flip over to, so everything has kind of a rounded shape, which is also reflects their logo. So, and if we continue clicking through, you can see that motif continues on, like the hands are no fingers. It's just circles. Circular bun.
His little bun.
But what else stuck out to me was how diverse the characters are. And I think it's subtle. They worked it in really nicely. It's not too in your face. But the characters, they look like they could be from any country. They look like they cover different genders and cultures, ages. And I think that's really cool because if you're going to be teaching all different types of languages all around the globe, you should be able to be inclusive. So I appreciated that.
I dig it. Well, I hope this helped you practice your Italian as you're getting ready to go on your summer trip to Italy.
Ragazzo. That means girl.
I learned el hombre and la mujer, which means the man and woman in Spanish. Hope that made you proud, friends.
I also learned those.
Did you? What language did you guys choose?
I chose Spanish.
Okay, same here. You've already been on the app.
Yeah, I've like $20 worth of gems apparently. Like,
what do you do with the gems?
I think you buy streak freezes so you don't drop down in the leaderboard.
That's what it's for.
Gotta make it the Obsidian League in Russian. Like,
Whoa.
But you know
Dobroveche.
what?
Like,
The thing is, those streaks they're effective.
They pump you up.
They pump me up. Yeah, but I only have to compete with myself, though. I don't need to compete with, like, Joe Schmo somewhere else. It's just me.
Well, if you end up using Duolingo on the toilet this week, you have us to thank. This was another episode of the Customer Engagement Lab. We really appreciate our guests and panelists for coming on the show today, and we'd love to hear what you think about Duolingo and what we're doing. Thanks.
Thanks for listening to the Customer Engagement Lab, brought to you by PandaDoc. If you liked what you heard, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or connect with us on LinkedIn. We love to hear from you and what you think of the show.